Today in today's video, I want us to talk about Niger. I want us to talk about what is happening to Niger today, because there is a lot of stuffs happening in Niger. I don't know if you guys have heard of what is happening in Niger. Um, the people of Niger have said enough is enough, and enough is enough. We don't want anything to do with the French, because we have realized that the French are always exploiting our resources and we are left with nothing. So, and that is the same problem that every African country is facing. Not only African country, every black person in the world is facing the same issue, the same problem. Forget the fact that maybe we are in a different location, we are in a different places and stuff like that. We have the same problem. And if we do not stand our ground, if we do not say enough is enough, then I'm sorry, our children are still going to continue in the same way that we are, you know, in the same way that we are suffering today. So now, I don't know if you guys have heard of what is happening in Niger. There has been a coup that had just happened recently in Niger, in which they have overthrown the first president that was there, in which the president was um how can I really put it? The people of Niger realized that the president was not having the interest of the country at heart. The president was taking all orders from the French, from France. And how can we say this? We can't just, maybe some people might be saying, why are you blaming him? How come you know that he's taking orders from France? Now, if you are a leader of a country, and that country produces um, a product that gives electricity in your country, but yet 95% of your country, of your people in your country, do not know what is called electricity. Now, what will you say? Then, which kind of a leader are you? But instead, the people that are enjoying that raw material that produces electricity are the French people. And so what can you say that you are? Like, what will people say that you are? Of course you are a puppet. That you It's like you are hearing everything from France, because we have even heard that the former president refused um the military to fight terrorists, because what the French told him not to go after the terrorists. Now, in every country, the government, the head of state, need to do everything possible to fight terrorism inside the country. But the former president of Niger, said, no, you guys should not go after terrorism. You guys should not fight terrorists. So, what can you say this kind of leader is? Of course, they have every right to say, no, enough is enough. We don't want you anymore. We want change. We want electricity. We don't want anything to do with the French people. We don't want anything to do with France. We will change their language. We will no more speak their language. Anything concerning France, we do not want their embassy, because they have burned down the embassy of France to dust level. There's a lot of things which implies that they do not want anything to do with the French people. And the main reason why I am live today is to let you all know that this is the same standard we need to take as a people in general. I don't know if you are an African descent from America, you are an African descent from the Caribbean, wherever you are. We are facing the same issue, we are facing the same problem, and we need to take stand with the people of Niger. All right. There have been a division. They have tried to divide us for so long. They have tried to make sure that we do not come together, because they know if we come together, we are going to be stronger. And so they will do everything possible to keep us apart, to make us feel like we are nothing, because that is what the majority of us know, that we are nothing. With that self-esteem, because if someone continuously weighs you down, tell you that you are nothing, As you are getting that into your brain, it kills your self-esteem. And we Africans, not only continental Africans, everybody of African descent, we are greater than we think. You can go read our real history, not the history that they have given us to read. Take time and study your true history, and you're going to realize how great you are. And so we need to come together as one people and build our continent first. In my one of my videos, I said many people, the main reason why we black people are not being respected all over the world, it is because our continent is still down. It is because we have not built our continent. Our motherland is still down. Now, if our motherland could have been having um could have been, I can't say it is not rich, because definitely it is. Our motherland is rich when it comes to resources. All right, our motherland is very rich when it comes to resources, but the main issue is we have no control of the resources, because people won't let us control our resources. So now it is time for us to say enough is enough. We can control our resources now, and we need a better life, not only for us but for our children. Because this fight that we are fighting is not only for us, it is also for our children, for to make our children, because if our children comes, it means they are still going to come and face the same problem that we are facing. And what are we doing about it? Do we just only come online to come say it online and say this without doing anything? No, some things need to be done. We need to take that bold step of saying enough is enough. We need to come together as a people and resolve this issue. So the same, that is what Niger is doing today. And even though there is a little issue, we Africans, I can say, for a very long time now, we have seen ourselves like the enemies. We have seen ourselves as enemies, but I'm not saying we're not united. We love each other, because deep down below in us, we love each other. But since as we have been programmed in a very long time into knowing that our brothers are the main enemy, it still trauma. It still make us to have it still make us not to trust our brothers. Because what ECOWAS is about to do right now, ECOWAS here in Africa, we know that yes, ECOWAS is a body that was created to restore peace and security in the country. But what is ECOWAS doing when it comes to this situation, this issue of Niger? Well, ECOWAS will tell you, why did you guys remove the elected president? Now, if you ask yourself, why are the people of Niger not um rioting of what just happened? Instead, they like what happened, and they even want their former president to go down, and because their former president do not have the interest of them at heart. All right, and so ECOWAS now is trying to say like, okay, even though we know what happened, I'm not in any way supporting the coup that happened in Niger. All I am saying is, if there is a coup that benefits the people, then what is the reason? Is it a big deal? After all, what is democracy? Democracy is still something that is for the people. And so if a coup happens that is on the interest of the people, that supports the interest of the people, then the world doesn't see anything wrong with it. Because ECOWAS is trying to say they are going to invade Niger, because Niger, there is a coup that has gone on. There is a coup that has happened in Niger, and ECOWAS is saying that they want to invade the country and restore power because it is against their law and stuff like that. But if the coup happened to um for the benefit of the people, then I do not see anything wrong with that. All right. So that is what I said. Let me come online and share it with you guys. I don't know, what do you guys really think of what is happening in Niger right now? Do you really think what happened in Niger is the right thing, or do you really think what happened in Niger is the wrong thing? But for me, I know that Niger is taking the step that we could have taken a long time ago. And one thing that is so interesting, and one thing that makes all of us feel so good inside, is because our brothers, sisters, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea have also pledged to join Niger if anything happen, like ECOWAS try to invade the country, they will see it. They have said that if any invasion comes in, they will see it like war, like they have declared war on Niger. And when they declare war on Niger, it will be like they have declared war on Burkina Faso and Mali. And so they will be there to fight for their brothers and sisters in Niger. So that is what we people we also need to do. We need to fight out for our brothers and sisters wherever we are. Be your brother's keeper. I know this fight is not really going to be that easy, but we need to um um make sure we do not give up, because it is for the benefit for our children and our children from generations to generations that are going to come after us. All right. So that was what I said. Let me share today with you guys on this live video. I would really like to hear your own comments concerning what is happening in Niger today. And that's it. I'm going to be seeing you guys on my next video.